Okay, today we're gonna go over multiplying fractions. You can add fractions, you can subtract fractions, you can divide fractions, but you can also multiplying fractions. So there is a rules, a property that you can use to add multiply fractions. If you have A over B times C over D, you multiply the numerator with the numerator and you multiply the denominator with the denominator. For example, if you have a fraction 2/3 times 5 over 7, that gives you, when you multiply the numerators times numerator, you're going to do 2 times 5 over 3 times 7. So 2 times 5 is 10. 3 times 7 is 21. So this fraction, we call it, it's a normal fraction. It's not improper fraction. So we're going to leave it as is. And the final answer is 10 over 21. Now, let's say that we have a fraction, like we have 2/3 times 5. As we have a fraction times an integer, we can consider the second part as a fraction also because it can be divided by 1. So we go back to something we know, 2 times 5 over 3 times 1, that gives us 2 times 5 is 10 over 3 times 1 is 3. But this one right here is an improper fraction. Depending on what they ask you to do, you can leave it like this one, or you can convert it. You can convert it to what you're gonna convert it to? Do you know what is that? Yes, go ahead.
A mixed number.
Mixed number. So you try to find how many 3 you can put into 10. Yes.
You can put 3 into 10 3 times.
Okay, so we're gonna have 3. What is the remainder?
The remainder is 1.
1 over 3, right? So that is a mixed number. So you can either express your answer as a improper fraction or a mixed number. It doesn't matter. So we're gonna go in a different video to cover mixed number, fraction notation, decimal notations. But for now, let's go with only fractions. You can also have, I'm gonna go over one example in this side. If we have 2/3 times, we can have 5 over 4. When you multiply these two fractions, you have 2 times 5 give you 10. 2 times 5 and 3 times 4. So that gives you 10 over 12. But these two fractions has a common factor. Do you know what is a common factor between 10 and 12? Yes, go ahead.
2.
2. So that means we can write 10 as 2 times 5, and you can write 12 as 2 times 6. So when we cancel out the 2, we have 5 over 6 left. One more examples before we complete that fraction notation, or how to multiply fractions. Let's say we have 3 times 7 over 6. Now, we said that when we have an integer times a fraction, we're going to put 1 underneath. So we have a fraction times a fraction. We go and do the same thing. 3 times 7 over 1 times 6. That gives us 21 over 6. All right? Are we done having 21 over 6? Yes.
No.
No. What we can do?
We can turn it into a mixed number.
Mixed number. Or we can simplify. So because 21 and 6 has a common factor, what is the common factor between 21 and 6? Common factor, these two numbers, what they have in common? Yes.
3.
3. So we have 3 times 7 over 3 times 2. So when we cancel out the 3, we have 7 over 2 left. That's the improper fraction, but we can always convert it to mixed number if it is asked to do so. Now, what will be the mixed number? All right, how many 2 you can put into 6? Or into 7? How many 2 you can put into 7? Yes.
3 times.
All right, so we have 3. When you take 3 2 in 7, what you have left?
1.
1 over
2.
All right, so this is how to multiply fractions with a fractions. I would come back in a different video to show you how to divide fraction with another fraction. Hope to see you soon. Don't forget to subscribe in the link below.